Hello everyone, welcome to the Bitcoin video for today. Today is Thursday, April 16th, 2020. I'm going to give a real quick update on Bitcoin. I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet. And if you need a little bit more context, you'll need to watch the video from yesterday. Before I get into this, of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. I am giving my opinion on the market. So let's take a look at things. All right, taking a look at Bitcoin. We had a video yesterday where we were talking about things, and at the time we were right here in this zone. Let's just go ahead and highlight this. We were right here, and we were trying to get above this, and I said we probably would get a rejection at this trend line, this horizontal support and resistance, and that's exactly what happened. We basically rolled over and then we fell. And at the time, I had pulled down my projection for the low. At the time, it was all the way up here. That didn't happen, so we pulled it down to about right here. Obviously, it went a little lower. This is good. Okay, guys, this is good. We didn't get down to where our downside targets originally were, which is still around 6,400. I still actually believe that this is going to happen. I still believe that we're probably going to see this level, although based on the reaction that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing ourselves pulling down here. We're seeing a little bit of a pennant, so I'll go to a lower time frame to show what this looks like. So it is possible we do push a little bit higher, but we're meeting ourselves with this resistance here with our channel. And if I go to, say, a 3-hour time frame, just to kind of show you where this is all kind of coming from, I mean, you can see it. This has been forming for quite some time. Let me just get this here, pull this over. We've been looking at this channel for a long time. We have a touch up here at the top. We have another touch up here at the top. We have an attempt up here. And then as far as the lower, we've got our lower here. We've got support here. We've got support here. And more than likely, we're going to test this again. This is going to be here at about 64.88. Now, what happens if we fail this? Okay, because it is very possible that we fail this. All right, so this is definitely a 1, 2, 3, and then ABC into the 4. And then I'm going to move this 5 out to here for right now to complete the A. Okay, very possible that is our A. All right, so this is our 1 right here. We complete a 5-wave structure down. I don't really like diagonals, but this works, right? So we have an A. We had a good reaction off of it. Meeting resistance here. So now where are we going to go? Okay, where are we going to go? Because I do think that this is a dominant pivot down here. If you disagree with me, then you're seeing something that I'm not seeing. This looks like a very dominant pivot here. Just like this is a dominant pivot up here, good reaction, a bearish reaction, and we come down here, bullish reaction. So dominant pivot high, dominant pivot low, and then of course we have our high up here. So now the question is where we're going to go from here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tag the top here, I'm going to go down to the bottom, and we're going to see where we've got a reaction so far. We got a reaction right here at the 618. So very possible that this is done. It's very possible this move is completed. So we do have to recognize that we got a reaction off of the 618. If we can't overtake this 618, our target is going to be right down here at 62.25. Okay, so if this was the B, which it very well could be, if we can't overtake this, and honestly, this would be a good place to open up some preliminary short positions, if I'm being honest. Anywhere over 7,000, a very preliminary short position. Stop loss, you're going to be basically on the other side of this. It wouldn't surprise me if we went to overtake this. So let's just take a look at this from a lower perspective. All right, so let's go to a 15-minute time frame. Let's just take a look at this. All right, so the question is, should you be opening a short position right here at market? I think you can get a better price. I honestly do. I think you could probably get a better price because we've got this high right here, right? And we've got this going on right here. So basically tagging this high here, and then as far as this goes, from the low, we're going to take it from this point here and work our way up. This is the pennant that we're creating. It looks very symmetrical. which leads me to believe it wants to break up. But in recent times, these have all broken down, okay? So you just have to be very careful. Looking at these candle closures, I can see we've got a high here and we've got a low here, okay? So we've got this that we're kind of falling into. My opinion, you could probably get a short at about 7,075 to 7,090. Very possible you get a short up here at the 7,100 mark, okay? What a short position would look like here is going to be taking a short up here at about 7,090 at the top of this range, right? And we'll talk about where you're going to be taking profit here in just a moment. But the stop loss on this, give yourself a little bit of room. Don't go right here to the top of this, even though that's a 1% loss if this is wrong. Give yourself up to just on the other side of 7,200. And maybe you want to layer some bids to give yourself even a wider stop. Now, the question here on YouTube right now is, do I think that the swing to 7,500 is over? You know, this is why we're talking about these stop losses, because we had a good massive move off of this. Okay, we had a good move to the upside, and it's very possible that we do continue. This pattern, technically speaking, is a continuation pattern, which means it would go to the upside. I'm taking this short position based on the profits that have been had getting along down here at these lows, okay? You take the long, and then you take profit, and then, you know, risk a little bit in case this does move against you. But technically speaking, this is a move that would break to the upside. So, you know, keep a decent stop, layer bids in the red area. Don't go all in on whatever position you're willing to put. I wouldn't go all in right here, right? So if you're willing to put maybe 5 or 8% of your portfolio on a short position here, layer those bids, and then stop loss probably on the other side of 7,200. If you're like me, you will be hedging here. I'm still long from 6,020, right? People think I'm crazy for it. I'm still long from 6,020. I have started hedging short, okay? I'll stop loss on the other side of 7,200 if we get there. But more importantly, where I'm looking to be taking profit, I'm going to go back to an hourly time frame, and I'm going to talk about why I'm talking about hedging here at this point in just a moment. I'm going to be looking to take profit if it gets here all the way right here, where we basically bottomed out previously. That's going to be there at about 6,400. And if we stop here, and let me just bear with me for a moment. Technically, the algo target, if we do get rejected here, is going to be at about 62.21. I'll go ahead and close the position here, even though I think it probably can go down to 62.21. I'll take the 8.8% profit, right? And close out right here, basically at the red trend line, right? Because I would expect there to be a reaction there of some kind, even though the algo target is going to be down here at 62.25. 62.25, I'll consider adding to a long position potentially at that rate. But what I can see here, I can see the hourly. Let me just go ahead and magnify this a little bit. The hourly is crossing. The hourly is crossing down. Okay, so that's an indication that we are potentially going to be moving down a little bit. If we do move down, what we're actually going to be seeing from this high here on the 3-hour, which we've got right here on the 3-hour, that was a high on the 3-hour from the stochastic. We have a higher high, and then we've got a lower high on the 3-hour if we roll over here, okay? So right now we're sitting here at 7,051, right? It's still kind of moving up a little bit. The 3-hour is still showing that we have moved to the upside, but, you know, it is very possible that we do come down here 62.21. So I'm going to take the stop loss on the other side of 7,200. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a move there. So I've got that. Let me move this up just a little bit. Probably about 72.08, somewhere along those lines. It's going to be 1.71% loss, but I'm going to be looking for an 8.8% gain, which is going to be a 5-to-1 odds on that move. One way or another, I'm still long, right? I am more long than I am short. That's the purpose of hedging, right? So I've got a larger position in a long position, and I've got a smaller position in my hedged short position. So even if I'm wrong, I'm still ahead. I still win, okay? I bought Ethereum, and actually let me pull up the Ethereum chart. because this is something that I alerted on the Discord yesterday, last night. I was alerting on the Discord down here, and actually let me go and just tell you exactly where I was talking about buying Ethereum. So if I go into where I was doing all of my trade ideas, I was talking about buying Ethereum. Let me see if I can find it here. All right. Ethereum at $151.04. Okay, so I was talking about buying Ethereum at $151.04. That was right here, basically. And just let's just take a look at this. Okay, I waited for things to start to look like they were starting to spring. 151.04. That's close enough right there. And even to where we are right now, we're talking about a 14% gain in a matter of like 9 hours, you guys. Okay. What we saw on Ethereum, this was perfect, okay? We saw the 1 hour and the 3 hour both down here in oversold conditions. It looked really good for a move to the upside. And I was talking a little bit about a V-shaped recovery. I was looking at like a 3-minute time frame all the way back here. We saw the nasty move down, and I was like, I need to see a V-shaped recovery. If we see a V-shaped recovery, we are going to be moving higher, okay? Used underwears on the server said, okay, well, if we see a V-shaped recovery, what's going to happen? I was like, we need to see this thing, and it was right around here. We were talking about this. I'm like, we need to see a V-shaped recovery. We need to see this go up over 153, preferably $155. Then what's going to happen from there? We're probably going to see more upside, and well, that is exactly what happened. We saw a massive move to the upside. We had resistance at the top of our channel, which we were talking about this also. Let me go back down here. Go back to our 5-minute chart. We were talking about this channel yesterday as well. We were talking about this channel. You know, we had the top of the channel, the 100% expansion, which we didn't hit. We hit it, we had resistance, and then we moved even higher. So let's just, you know, just for the fun of it, let's expand this some more and see if we got another expansion on this. So we've got our 2. Let's go ahead and add another one here. We're going to add this to a 3. And let's just see what we've got. And we'll probably have to do a -2, actually. So right there, we had an expansion to the upside. We have resistance there, and we're trying to touch it. Let's just take a look at the -2.5. And we're going to do this one also in red. I like to keep this one, and look at that. It's perfect. So what it looks to me is that we're going to be going for the -3 on this, if I'm being completely honest. And that's going to take us up to, not much higher. Target for this expansion is going to be right up here at about $176. So I'll probably take whatever I bought down here at 151, probably sell it all at 176. So that's an extra for you if you're on the Discord. I did take some profit on the position, but I'll close the rest of it completely out at 176. You have to pay yourself along the way, otherwise you are just you're just playing the you know, the hold mentality. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't take profit along the way, you're not making any money. You're just basically holding something. This does look like it did want to push up here to the upside. And a move to 176 would basically be in confluence with this move up here. So it looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Let me just go ahead and zoom in on this just a little bit so we can see this with a little bit more clarity. You know, the expansionary move to the upside takes me perfect up here to this top. The top on this is at 176.22. So this looks really good. I like this. I like the way that this looks. You know, we're playing our horizontals very well here. I'm proud of what we've been able to do. You know, we caught this bottom, and we caught it pretty well. You know, we took a look, and we honored the indications that we are going to be bottoming here. And look at what's happening now. We've got a nice expansionary move. You know, real quick 14% gain on that. That's not something that you see very often. So if you took that trade, congratulations. And if you didn't take that trade or you're not on our Discord, you know, just throw in a comment. I'd be more than happy to get an invite code out to you guys. We do really great work on stocks. We do really great work on crypto. and we've got a really good professional group of people on the Discord. It doesn't cost anything for you to join the Discord. We do have insured membership for those that are interested. I'm still taking, through this month, so there's still a couple weeks left. I'm still taking all of the proceeds from all of the insured memberships, and I'm donating it all to charity. Delta Bro, let me get you an invite code. I'll go ahead and throw it here in the YouTube chat for you to be able to join. So I'll get this in for you right now. But I'm taking all of the proceeds that I'm taking from insured memberships. I'm donating it to charity. Charities that are helping those that are homeless, feeding the poor. Trying to do some good from all of this bad stuff. And speaking of, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, a good night, a good evening. Stay happy, stay healthy, and do your part in this uncertain time that we've got. So take care, everyone.